Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reviewing the 2021 film Mortal Kombat. So before I actually start this review here, I'm just going to say this movie is not intended for me. I am not a fan of Mortal Kombat in the slightest. I've never played the games, so going into this movie, I did not have any expectations. I did not think I was going to like it, and as we get into the actual review here, I was right in my predictions. I did not like it. I went into this movie knowing like a little bit about Mortal Kombat, basically just the fact that there's a lot of fight scenes and a lot of like graphic violence. And I thought that actually the fight scenes were pretty good for the most part. There were some really good kills or deaths or fatalities, I think they call them, and they were pretty interesting to watch sometimes. Some of them were a little boring, but yeah, I thought that they really did a good job like pushing the R-rated and showing all this gory violence. I really liked that. But unfortunately, besides that, I didn't like anything about this movie. Like I said, I didn't really know anything about Mortal Kombat going into it, so I felt like the lore of the whole tournament that they were trying to hold was not very well explored. I was kind of like confused throughout most of it as to what the point of the tournament was. Like they're like, yeah, we win 10 in a row, we take control of Earth. They didn't explain why that happened, why it's 10, why like just winning one tournament doesn't do that. I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me. And just in general, the plot is like a real mess. Like the bad guys, I don't remember their names, they tried to prevent the tournament, which I don't know why they're doing that. They're already like heavy favorites, so why start a war prematurely? I didn't get that. And just like the most powerful guy, our main character, he's like not going to attend the tournament. So why did you bring him into the fight? That just makes zero sense for me. Why would you kill him when he's already been dismissed by the rest of the people? Like they obviously knew he was dismissed because they sent that four-armed guy to his house and not to the sanctuary thing. So I just don't get the villain's motivations, and like I just don't get it at all. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. And then there's the fact that for some reason our main guy's the boss at the end. I don't know why that happens, but he's the boss. He comes up with this plan to 1v1 everyone, but you guys have 6 people on your team and you can just teleport them one at a time to a specific place. Why not 6v1 them to guarantee success? Like I guess obviously they do win all their 1v1s, and like that's what Mortal Kombat is, it's just a bunch of 1v1s, but it would have made more sense to the plot if you guys just took one of those guys out, all of you together fought him, easy win, and just did that with all of them. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever why they did that. Something that kind of ties into the plot is the character motivations. The laser guy, I mean, I guess fine, he's just literally his only motivation is money, and I thought that was pretty dumb. Very one-dimensional character, he's just mad at everyone. And then there's the fact that Sub-Zero, he's like this really efficient killer that's been killing off all the challengers, and then he just decides to chop off the one guy's arms and throw him down a hole. Why didn't he kill him? Like, he just leaves him for dead but doesn't make sure he's dead, when in every other instance we've seen him, he's brutally killed everyone and made sure that nothing was left up to chance. And just, again, another plot hole where the character just doesn't make sense. And then at the end of the second act, when everyone's just all fighting together, characters are just disappearing and appearing out of nowhere. Like the laser guy, he's fighting the girl and the guy with the arms. I don't know any names. Like that's how little I cared about this movie. I don't know any characters' names. But the guy with the laser, he shoots a rock that falls on the girl. First of all, I should have killed her. And second of all, he's got the two of them unconscious, or like at least immobilized, and then he just decides to leave. Like he just disappears and he doesn't reappear again for a couple minutes. And I think the same thing goes for a lot of the good guys and bad guys in that fight. Like they'll just disappear whenever we need some tension, or they'll reappear whenever they need saving. And just, I felt that it was very, not confusing, although it kind of is confusing because like where are these characters coming from, but more it's just poorly done that they don't know how to properly use the characters. So whenever they need them, they show up. Whenever they need to not have them, they just leave. So I didn't like that either. And besides all of that, the script itself was not very good. They use a lot of the lines that I recognize from the bits of gameplay I've seen. Like, there's like flawless victory and I don't know the other ones, but one of them is flawless victory. And they say it after they defeat someone. And I personally felt like it made zero sense. Like, a dude chops off the girl's head or whatever, and he's like, flawless victory. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It doesn't work. And yeah, the script is bad. There's tons of plot holes. Characters are mishandled. And literally everything besides the fight scenes is not very good. So yeah, the movie itself is not very good. And something at the very end that they did is they set up a sequel. And let me just say, I didn't want to watch this film. I only watched it to review it. And after watching this film, I definitely don't want to see a remake made. However, it's probably going to get made because this movie made a ton of money on opening weekend. I don't know how, but it made a ton of money, so a sequel is probably coming. So yeah, as we get into the ratings here, entertainment-wise, I'm going to give this probably a 3 out of 10. Just because the fight scenes are all right, but everything else was pretty bland. In terms of quality of film, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10 because it was awful. Like, I can't think of a single good thing it did. And so yeah, that'll give this film a total overall rating of 2.5 out of 10. This is definitely by far the lowest rating I want to say that I've given a film so far. I know Jumanji is down here as well. I don't think it's as low as this, but yeah, this is the worst film I've seen of the year by far, and one of the worser films that I've seen in my life. And yeah, that's, I would not recommend this film. I've heard that fans of Mortal Kombat like it, and that's basically it. So, you like the Mortal Kombat game? I guess watch the movie. If not, stay away from it. So yeah, that's all I have to say today. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below, and subscribe if you're new around here. I was originally planning to make a short film over the next couple of weeks that you guys would have gotten to see. However, unfortunately, restrictions have tightened here in terms of COVID, and I cannot have a single person over at my house, which means I can't film. So yeah, unfortunately, Escape is going to be pushed back indefinitely at this point in time. I might try to make another short film using only outside locations, because if it's in a public property, you're allowed up to 10 people, so maybe I can do something about that. But yeah, unfortunately, for the time being, no short films upcoming. But yeah, if you want more updates on Escape and other videos on this channel, make sure you check out my Instagram, ntd_films. Thank you guys all for watching, and have a good day.